scared for this test.
I know, I'm totally gonna fail it.
We need a new way of studying.
We should go back in time.
That's a good idea. We can use the book too.
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
1, 2, 3. We actually teleported. Wait a minute.
It seems as if there are two men killing a large majestic animal. This animal is large enough to last their band for at least 4 days of food.
It also seems like they're luring the animal into a pitfall, which is a steep hole covered with sticks and leaves to be camouflaged. Once the animal is trapped, they kill it and bring it back to their band.
They can't be far from their band. They only hunt within their home territory. Their home territory consists of 2 square miles.
Let's see how this plays out.
All these people are doing something productive, while I just lay around in my bed all day doing nothing.
Right now they're in the process of skinning the rare matty deer. Right now they're drying the fur, which will be used for clothing, shelter, and warmth.
The women just got back from gathering food and nuts. They collect fruit, nuts, vegetables, and honey. And honey is their only source of sugar. Over here, the men are making tools. At first, tools only consisted of rocks and sticks. Later, men learned to carve the rocks and sticks, which made them more useful. The tools are used for skinning, cutting, cooking, and protection.
The meat being cut will be fed to the band, which consisted of about 30 people.
Paleolithic people mostly slept in an open area. To hide from the wind, they dug holes in the ground or slept in dry river beds.
They mostly took shelter under overhanging rocks and piled up brush, and for certain emergencies like a dangerous animal or a sudden storm, they only hid in caves.
Right now, we are witnessing one of the burials of the eldest members in their band.
He died at the age 25, which was normal for someone to live in the Paleolithic Age. They were the first to bury their dead and to honor them. The Neanderthals died young, mostly at the age 25, for many reasons.
One of the reasons they died so young was because of their lack of medical knowledge. They had little knowledge with sicknesses and injuries.
Another reason they died so young was because they didn't know how to properly prepare and cook their food.
Paleolithic bands fought with others over land ownership. They ended up killing each other over the land.
Paleolithic people were injured by animals and mostly killed by predators in their home territory.
The outside elements was one of the biggest factors that caused their death.
Due to not having many medical advantages, they did not have any medical tools, which set back their life expectancy.
And just in general, their lack of knowledge, resources, and hygiene.
The women cooked the meat that the men brought back from the hunt. Before they learned how to cook the meat, they ate the meat raw.
The women made clothing from skinning the animals and leaving their furs out to dry. They used animal furs for warmth.
Later, they learned to tie the skins together to create clothing. This clothing protected them. Later on, they moved to areas that were cooler and wetter.
The women also helped tend fires. Stop!
The men did all of the hunting for their band. They used traps to catch small animals and birds, and they used pitfalls to catch larger animals such as rhinos and elephants.
The men created all the shelters. They used animal bones and animal skins to make up the shelters. As many as 30 people could live in a dwelling during the cold months. Let's see if they can trap this animal. Dwellings by digging drainage ditches and using rocks for protection of the entrances.
They created tools with rocks and sticks. This made the lives of hunters and gatherers a lot easier. Later, they learned how to shape their tools to make them more useful.
Men obtained all the meat. They used their bare hands. There are many uses of fire, such as a heat source and light source. They used heat for warmth because the heat radiated off of the fire, and they used the light for a light source during the night.
Paleolithic people used fire to scare off predators. They used fire because the predators did not know what the substance was and was scared of it.
Paleolithic people used fire to clear brush and arson. To clear the brush, they set leaves, bushes, and twigs on fire. Arson is the act of deliberately setting one's land on fire.
Paleolithic people also used fire as religious ceremonies. This is what they might have done.
Paleolithic people could also use fire for communication.
Paleolithic people used fire for medical uses. They closed up the wounds with the fire to stop the bleeding, and they did that by putting the wound right above the fire. Cave art is the most recognizable art that we found from the Paleolithic Age.
The Paleolithic people used red, yellow, and black paints. They mostly painted about the animals they hunted and things they did in their everyday life.
They used mostly their fingers to paint these paintings. These look at them beautiful paintings.
I think I've learned enough to go back and think about you.
Yeah, I think we've learned enough too. Let's go back.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Wowie, we're back.
That was a really good study session.
I know, I think I'm ready to take the test.
So am I. Girls, please put your things away. It's time to take your test. Thanks. Five minutes remaining.
I'm done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How you think you did?
I think I did okay.
So did I.
A's! Yes, high five! Woo! Kelly. Kelly, out of frame!
I'm gonna stab you if you don't stop singing!
Nobody stop me! That would be great though.
The Neanderthals died young. 25 my butt. Paleolithic people were injured and killed by...
Wait, what?
Oh my!
We actually teleported. OMG, stop.
It seems to be as you said.